is Rebecca with Simply Rebecca Marie, and if the holidays usually have you feeling stressed and overwhelmed, I have 10 simple tips to help make this Christmas season less stressful. So let's get into it. Number one is to plan your December meals now. Today is going to be the first couple days of December, and this is a great time to do that. I have resources that will be linked in the description box below that will take you to my blog where you can download a December meal planner and you can edit it and put in the meals you want. I highly encourage you guys to do this so it takes the stress out of figuring out what to do and having to do it. Normally I don't do a month at a time. I usually do only a week at a time, but I know that the holidays get busy, so planning it ahead is a great idea. Also, make those shopping lists, especially if you're making meals that maybe you don't usually make, and make sure you write those down. Week 1 shopping list extras for that, week 2 shopping list for those meals, and week 3 and so on. It's just a great way to do that. Another great idea is to go ahead and make a big batch. Like, I'm going to be making chili. You see multiple times in my meal planner I have chili going on. That's a really easy one to make a double batch and freeze half of it for that next week. So it's a really great idea to take anything that you can, freeze ahead or prep ahead, and put it in the freezer and do that now. Maybe it's making a lasagna, maybe it's, making some pasta, whatever it is, enchiladas that you can maybe plan ahead. Just making herself comfy up there. So do that so that way you're not overwhelmed. Okay, my number 2 is to create a wrapping station. I think this makes it so much easier to do because then you're not left with that day before Christmas and a ton of gifts that need to be wrapped. If you have a wrapping station set up, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy, you can see I have a couple boxes that have ribbons and stuff. This year we chose to use Trader Joe's paper bags to wrap all of our Christmas presents in, but in the past we've done a theme for each child. So whatever my daughter wants, she picks out a wrapping paper roll, my son picks out a wrapping paper roll, and we wrap all of those presents in that particular paper, keeping it really easy. I don't get mixed up. Everything goes in that one, and it just makes it really simple. I don't have to worry about name tags or anything then. It's just keeping it simple. And so that's another great idea. As our kids have gotten older, like I said, this year my daughter has suggested us using these Trader Joe bags and decorating those, so that's what we're doing. But it's just a really good idea to go ahead and wrap gifts as they're coming into the home, or maybe in the evening if you're watching a Christmas movie, bring some of those gifts into the bedroom. I like to sit here at night watching TV, watching a Christmas movie with my husband and wrapping some of the gifts. It's just a really great way. And because I keep it simple in those baskets, I can just carry those in here and get started. They have scissors, tape, and everything I need in those baskets, bags, bows, all of that. So that way we can just wrap them quickly as they come in and not feel overwhelmed right before the night before Christmas. Okay, number 3 is going to be to shop early. I know it's already December. Honestly, this tip should have been started months ago, but if you haven't started shopping, make sure you get your shopping done within this first week of December, maybe the second week if you have to, but I wouldn't go past that because once you run into those later weeks, you're going to run low on supplies, and a lot of times that leaves you getting a gift that maybe you didn't necessarily put as much thought into because the gift you originally thought of giving them is now out of stock. Also keep in mind online ordering. That has been a godsend. I don't think we've actually gone to the store to do that much Christmas shopping. I did purchase a lot of my son's gifts online, and then they happened to go on sale on Black Friday, and so I actually returned them all and rebought them on Black Friday or that week around Black Friday when they went on sale. So that's also a good idea. Sometimes that happens where you plan ahead and then you see it go on sale. One of the items we got him went on sale $120. It was at Costco, and because we had bought it within 30 days, I literally went up to them, told them it's on sale now. I bought it 2 weeks ago when it wasn't on sale, and they refunded my credit card $120. So keep that in mind. Costco's a great place to start Christmas shopping, and as long as you're within a certain time frame, they will actually refund you the difference if it goes on sale. So that's always a really good thing to have. Shopping early is a really great way to make sure that you get the gifts that you want to get for the people that you want to get, because you've had time to put the thought in and it's not out of stock. So that's tip number 3. Let's move on to the next one. All right, guys, tip number 4 is to make a family bucket list. I recommend going around and asking each family member if there is one thing, activity, something that they want to do this Christmas, and putting it on the calendar. Maybe it's just drive around and look at Christmas lights. Maybe it's have a Christmas movie theme night at home. Maybe it's go to a Christmas festival or a concert. Whatever it is, ask your family members what you want to do and put that one thing on the calendar. You can always fill in with other things. We have a huge bucket list, you will see, but what I like to do is basically I know which ones that each person asked for, and those are going to be the priority ones that we get done, and the other ones are going to be kind of fillers. But try to go through and ask each person what they want to do. Maybe it's sledding, maybe it's going to do something special, whatever it is. Make sure that you put it on there. And of course, obviously it's within reason. Sometimes you can't afford to do some of those things, and that's a great time to talk with your kids and let them know that. But being able to create those bucket lists and for those things that mean a lot really help create those memories and bring the family together. I know for my daughter, baking cookies together is one that she always likes to have us do together. And so it's just making sure that you set the time aside to make those priorities. So create a family bucket list for the season. Okay, so number 5 kind of piggybacks off number 4, and that is don't overcommit. So like I said, if each family member picks their one item, depending how big your family is, you might be able to do, we're a family of 4, so we could do one each week of those priority things. And then, like I said, fill in with some of the other ones. But I highly recommend that you save your time and your commitment for things that really matter. Try not to say yes to all the parties. Try not to say yes to too much, but instead really make the time that you have count. I think that's so important because it's so easy to get caught up in having to say yes. If you have a husband and a wife and they both work and they both have a work party, that's 2 weekends that might be gone. And we usually only have maybe 3 weekends between, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Sometimes we get 4, but sometimes it's only 3. And that removes 2 of those. And so I highly recommend not overcommitting. I get a work party might be a great time to mingle with people, but if it's not something that you find joy in, then don't go. It's okay to not go. Like, it's okay to say no and put your family and those bucket list priorities in your life. It's okay to do that. So don't just overcommit. Don't feel like you have to say yes, and just keep it where your priorities are, where you want them to be. Definitely just save the energy for what matters. That's the really important thing. Okay, so on to number 6. Okay, number 6 is self-care. And this may seem like a no-brainer, but I feel so often people get sick around the holidays because they are literally going, and not taking the time to take care of themselves. Maybe you're gonna start being proactive and take some vitamins or some supplements to help your immune system be boosted. We are intaking usually way more sugar between Halloween, Thanksgiving, and now Christmas. Our bodies are intaking a lot more sugar, and all that sugar really does is reduce our immune system's ability to fight things off. So it's really important to kind of go back and support that immune system with supplements, with good sleep, with hydration. And sometimes it's just something as simple as enjoying some time, giving yourself a facial, doing a little spa treatment, painting your nails, whatever it is. Make sure you take the time to take care of yourself, because you're not going to be able to enjoy the holidays if you're not feeling good. And trust me, if you go down a week in December, it is so hard to get caught up again afterwards. So make sure you take care of yourself. Make self-care a priority in your December. Okay, number 7 is using a holiday binder or organizer. I have a little holiday planner available for you guys in my blog at simplyrebeccamarie.com. There is a Christmas one. The link will be again down below in the description. And it basically combines a few of these things that I thought might be helpful for you guys. We have things just like tracking people's sizes, their names, the gifts you need to get them, the ideas. Remember all those things where we said put some thought into it? There's a list where you can do all of that, and then you can track once you buy it and all of that. So I highly recommend grabbing that binder. There's also a notes section. There's a weekly planner section. There's a bucket list section. There's all of those things that you can actually use to make your holidays a little more organized and have them all in one space. Maybe it's menu plans, maybe it's recipes, it's receipts, whatever it is. Create that holiday binder so that way your holiday experience is all organized in one place and you can just grab from it when you need to get something. Maybe somebody's going to come afterwards and be like, oh, that didn't fit. And you're going to be like, right to your holiday binder, pull out that receipt. Here you go. And you've got your gift receipt right there for them. Whatever it is, keeping it all organized, keeping it all together in one place and a place that you can just jot down ideas, track everything is so convenient. So I definitely recommend doing a holiday organizer. And again, I have one you can download for free at simplyrebeccamarie.com. So check that out. Number 8 tags right along with our cleaning that we usually talk about and keeping the home organized, and that is to stick to a simple cleaning routine during the month of December. We're not doing any crazy deep cleans. We're not doing any of those big monthly projects. We're not doing any of those things. If it hasn't gotten done, don't stress about it. I know our outdoor patio, I wanted to get a lot of work done outside and in the yard and everything. It's probably not going to happen. I did order a new fire pit since ours rusted out. I'll put that together, and that's going to be about the extent of it. I was really hoping to have done a lot more by this time, but it's not going to happen, and that's okay. I'm not going to put any of those big projects. I shampooed the carpet last month, so that way that big project was out of the way, because I know with company and people coming, it's nice to have that clean, fresh carpet, but it's upstairs. And if I didn't get it done, it would be no big deal. Most people aren't even going to see it. But try to keep those cleaning routines simple. Remember, those 5-minute pickups in the evening make a huge difference. Robo vacuums are like a godsend. Love my robo vacuums. I have one that does just vacuuming and one that vacuums and mops. I have it set to go. My vacuum mop one's set to go 4 times a day. My vacuum one goes 1 time a day. We have 6 dogs. And one of the other projects I did last month, one of the other chores, was give every dog a bath last week. So that way they're all clean and they'll be ready for people coming. But that also means a lot more shedding. So I have been having to run that vacuum a little more, but I have it set to go. It vacuums, it mops, it just does it all. And it takes one list off of my to-do list. I'm going to put a couple links of Amazon shopping for some of my favorite vacuums that I have used down below. It's just a really easy way to kind of stay ahead of it. So my 5-minute cleanups at the end of the night help out so much. My 15-minute daily task cleaning, if you guys have not checked out my Tidy Without Tears cleaning schedule, I encourage you guys to check that out because it really does help being able to stay on top of it and not let it get overwhelmed. And when you have a simple routine that you're following, it makes it even easier. So keep that in mind. Keep your cleaning simple and don't worry about any big chores. If you haven't gotten them done yet, it's okay to let it slide. I'm telling you, my list of to-dos I wish I had done by now is long, but I'm just going to let it go and worry about it in the new year. It's a great way to start my new year with some of those projects. So that was going to be number 8. Let's move on to number 9 now. Okay, so this one's a little bit out there for some people, but it's setting tech boundaries. What I mean by that is take the time to get off your phone. Take the time to move away from technology. Take the time away from all of that and enjoy the moment. It's so easy to get caught looking at all the different things out there that you could be doing or what everybody else is doing that you miss out doing that yourself. You're so busy watching all the stories of people doing fun things that you don't get out there and do those fun things. So make sure you set some boundaries, whether it's maybe setting aside a movie night and the phones go in a basket, maybe it's a special dinner night, phones go in the basket, whatever it is, set that time aside to be tech free, to spend time with your family and enjoy the moment. I know for myself, it's so easy to get caught up in like all the decorating. I love decorating. I love making our home feel just like cozy. And one of the things that I did this year to kind of like remove that was I decorated our home November 1st. I just posted my home tour, Christmas home tour video last week. If you guys missed it, I'll put a card up here and you guys can check it out. But part of that was because I was watching how many people were being so competitive and nasty about decorating their homes for Christmas this year. And it really just turned me off. I almost didn't even post a home decor video or decorating video tour because I was so turned off by the way people were being and how nasty they were being and how insane it was getting. And I just didn't want to get caught up in that. And so I waited, even though I had my home decorated and I had the video recorded, I waited a month before I posted it because I really just didn't like seeing how people were being with this home like tours this year. And so rather than getting caught up in that whole mentality and being like trapped in watching all these videos and stuff, I just said, well, I'm not going to be a part of that. I set it aside. I removed a lot of accounts that were just making that envy and that like, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that to my home. I just got rid of it. All of these viral videos, all of that kind of stuff, like I just said, nope, I'm not following that anymore because that is not the spirit that I want to have my home in. I don't want that spirit in my home. So we just said, we're not being competitive. We're not doing any of that. And we're going to hold off and we're going to do what we normally do and how we normally do it and make it a meaningful holiday. So keep those tech boundaries up. Don't get caught up in them and just enjoy time together. And number 10, the most important one, is focusing on the why. Okay. If you're around here, you know I'm a Christian. And so the reason for Christmas is we are celebrating the birth of Jesus, the beautiful gift that God gave us on Christmas. And I just want people to remember that that is the true reason for Christmas. That is the meaning for Christmas. That is why we celebrate. It's so easy to get caught up in all the decorations and the food and the cookies and the candy and the holiday things. But let's not forget the meaning for Christmas is because of Jesus's birth. And I think if we do forget that, then the whole season itself is gone. And so just keep that in mind when you're celebrating. Celebrate gratitude, celebrate peace, celebrate those things that, you know, Jesus stood for. And I think that is the important part of Christmas, is just remembering the why of Christmas. So that's number 10. And we're all done, guys. I hope you guys like that video. If you guys have a bucket list item that you would like to put on your list, share it in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. What are some of the things that you guys consider to be bucket list items? I also want to encourage you guys to check out the downloads on my vlog. You guys can go over there and check it out and see those different free resources that are there for you guys to kind of help you guys organize your Christmas and make the most relaxing one. And as always, make sure you like and subscribe. It makes such a big difference in this channel's growth if you guys like and subscribe and turn on that bell notification. I'm really trying to get this channel back up and going this year, and I really want to share with you guys more information that helps you guys make your home calm, relaxing, and clean, as well as just share some of the fun adventures that we go on. Hopefully we'll be doing a little more traveling next year, and if you guys want to follow along, make sure you like and subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys. You guys have a beautiful, blessed December, and I will see you guys again on here real soon. Bye for now.